Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Brooklyn. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Boston, 4 games back.
And when you look at Boston, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
So the Nets starting 5. All up there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Lucas in at the 4 spot. And for the Celtics, the guard pair, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level, really, since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league, and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Ball surveying the defense. Rebound, Boston. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. The kick out to Tatum. White trying to get open. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by White.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Brown against Ball. And play stops. Whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
For Boston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Brown kicks to White. Back to Brown. Five on the clock. And another basket for Boston.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
And it's White missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Tatum looking around. Pass to Hauser. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hauser's got 6 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. push for Lonzo Ball. He's been dominant over the last month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Connects from three-point range.
So much confidence from Ball. Been doing that since he was a youngin'.
Now, here's Brown. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and free throws were a big part of the game.
Now Lucas, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Fades, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Brown against Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
It's obvious that LaMelo Ball loves making trouble for the defense. He loves to go right at guys and attacks without hesitation.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
And the basket by Hauser.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Ball with the bucket.
Nice answer by Ball. He has the range to do it.
Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ball, the bounce pass. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Ball. Ball's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets. White with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything. Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Here's Tatum following the bucket by the Nets. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much as the officials will send him to the line. And he'll shoot some free throws. Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
And it's Ball in the corner. And it's sent back by White.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
And Vucevic kicks to Brown. The three from Tatum. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
For Brooklyn, they have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Lucas.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Outside, White. Brown wide open, 85. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We've got a moment now to go to our rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Look at Big Smooth, a great player, 2nd in the league.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. Latrey buries it from 3-point range. Ball's got 6.
Well, you know, the mechanics are different, but you can't argue with the result. Lonzo can bury threes.
Brown outside. And the Celtics another 3.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Outside, Ball. Ball, the pass to Claxton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Brown. Ball with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Celtics. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Shoots, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
And stolen by White. Brown outside. The 3 from Tatum. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Connie's checked in. Nets trail by 9. Here's Ball. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. 8 points for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside Brown.
And great effort defensively from Ball. Timing the rejection perfectly.
Celtics leading by 7. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Walsh. Now Pritchard. Sinks the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now Porter. Here is Lucas. Vucevic defending. Lucas, that's good. Lucas has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Now here's Lucas. He picked up 21 points in their last win against San Antonio. Tries again. Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, great effort on the glass. Porter Jr. doesn't get enough credit for that part of his game.
Pass to Walsh. Brown kicks to Tatum. Here's Walsh. Celtics passing it around. 6 to shoot. Pritchard with a wide open look. Here's Vucevic. It's tipped. Ball, the bounce pass, and taken away by Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trailed by 11. Ball feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Brown. Ball with the bucket. And that's 10 points for LaMelo Ball.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Brandon Boston subbed in for Jason Tatum. The Nets also changing it up. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Lucas. Howard comes in for Michael Porter, and Martin subbed in for Ball. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Martin against White. Just 5 to shoot to the middle, and Keita gets it to go.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
46 seconds left in the first. Here's Martin, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A truly unselfish player. Ball is always looking to create for his teammates.
The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
The line for 1.
Free throw good, Martin. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're leading by 8. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
The Nets have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%. And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Well, after missing over 2 full seasons due to knee issues, it's just great to see ball on the court and contributing. When he's healthy, he's an impactful player.
Pass to Bitadze. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brandon Boston. And it's Walsh in at the power forward position. That's the Boston Five. And that one's good, Boston.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's White. To the left wing. Pass to Walsh. Kept alive. Queta. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Nets trailed by 11. Screen by Bitadze. Here's Howard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. He's off on the second.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's White. Still scoreless. Pass to Queta. Now Pritchard. Here's Hauser. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Walsh can't get it to go.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy. Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Howard, the pass to Bitadze. And Howard has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Hauser. It's deflected. It's deflected. Fires from deep. Here's Cada. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Martin. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Just his first attempt, and it's good off the glass. Clowney's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, one of Paul's greatest strengths is his passing. He really takes pride in making his teammates better.
Nets trail by 7. The rebound by Cada. Cada's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Hauser. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Hauser's got 12.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Batazzi setting a screen for Paul. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Pritchard, he's open. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And now it's a 12-point Celtic lead. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. Derek White is second. Michael Porter, 4th.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Bounce pass from Paul. Now here's Howard. Hauser defending.
Next foul. Howard. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is. We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team-level player. He checks a lot of boxes. Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Martin with the block. Outside Howard. And the Nets, another 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And White kicks to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Pass to Howard. Paul outside, just 5 on the clock. Over Pritchard. And here's the break. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Martin. He's putting up 6 points tonight, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Absolutely. I wish I had 2 or 3 like him coming off the bench when I was coaching. If I did, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you guys.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Brown's got 12 in the game.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Clowney. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Clowney's got 4 points in the quarter.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Here's Hauser. He's got 15. Buries the long-range jumper.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Now here's Paul. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And here comes one. Leading the fast break. He had a nice open look right there. 14 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. And the Nets making a change here as well. Ball's checked in for Paul. Outside Howard hits it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the ball.
Stolen by Ball. Pushing it up. Martin with it. Picked up by Brown. They grabbed their own miss. And no good. Celtics leading by 13. Now Pritchard. 8 points for him. They set the screen for the 3. And it's Brown missing.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Ball from long range. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
Now here's Tatum. 17 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nets trail by 10. And here is Ball. Pass to Clowney. The lead now cut to single digits. Clowney's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, good creation by Ball off that pick and roll. He can find clever ways to beat the defense.
Here's Howard. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Howard's got 11.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
And the basket by Hauser. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Martin with the bounce pass. Clowney, good. He's got 8.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Pass to Hauser. And here is Tatum. Inside, deflects the pass. Stolen by Batadze. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
He's off on the first. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. He hits the second from the line. Celtics leading by 5. Here's White. The kick out to Brown. Shoots it up. Ball with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. At one point, they led by 16. Oh, Tatum in position. Claxton with the steal. Lucas dishes the ball. Claxton a screen on Brown. That ties it up. Ball's got 17 now.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Right a screen. Here's Hauser. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, and he made 3 three-pointers in the first quarter, and he just continued to pour them on here in the second.
Ball, the pass to Lucas, and stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Paul with the block.
Well, that takes serious awareness for a guy like Ball to find that block opportunity. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Now, here's Ball. He picked up 12 points in their last one against San Antonio.
And let's not ignore his impact at the other end. 4 blocks on the night. That's what you call sending a message defensively.
And the basket is good. 10 points for Big Smooth.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
It's Brown on the wing. Sweet move. And the rejection by Claxton. Lucas, the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
Well, give the defense credit for putting pressure on Tatum, but his focus made him undeniable there.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Lucas.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
70.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
One thing in their favor, they're taking care of that basketball, Shaq. In a close game, that can make all the difference.
No question about it. Their execution has been exceptional. Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Taking a look here now at Boston. They've hit a slight lull with their play. Come on, they're still a good team, but I don't see them playing with that edge right now.
You know, every team goes through some stretches like this. That's tough, man. But you talk to these guys, and they believe they're still destined for greatness, Ernie.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Lucas is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Ball, and it's Porter in at the small forward position. And it's Vucevic missing. Nets trail by 3. Lucas inside, guarded by Tatum. Here's Claxton, rebounded by Hauser. Boston shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And one time, pretty much just a three-point specialist, Sam Hauser, coach, is now cranking up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player. Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from Lucas.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And that one's good by Porter.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination. Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you guys.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Stolen by Ball. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Oh, nimble inside play there from Ball. Finding ways to work around the defense and score.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run, the top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Look at Big Smooth, second in the league, having an excellent season.
He gave them a luxury in those games that a lot of teams just don't have. I mean, being able to plug a rookie in and know he's going to carry his weight offensively.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Claxton, and then jammed down as he goes right over to Nikola Vucevic.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Brown feeling out a bit. There's the triple. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
Line for 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
And he nails the third.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
Here's Porter, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter. Brown outside. Over Ball. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Brown.
And when he gets to his spot, Jaylen Brown is money from the mid-range.
Ball from long range. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brown outside. Tatum against Ball. Now here's Tatum. 13 points in the game. That shot no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Well, look, this is what Michael Porter Jr. is all about. He's out there to find shots at the arc.
Now here's White. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And here's Brown outside. Offensive rebound. And here's Tatum for 3. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Ball, the bounce pass. Over to the wing. Here's Lucas. And finished off by Porter.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the rejection by Tatum.
Outstanding defense from Tatum. You know he can protect the rim. You love that from a wing.
Brown against Ball. Brown inside. 1 points in the game.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Pass the ball. Now here's Lucas. Shoots over Vucevic. Again, the Nets for 2.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And then for Brooklyn, Howard's checked in for Porter. And Paul's subbed in for Lonzo Ball. White against Ball. White a screen on Howard. Here's Brown. Boston again missing.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
It's good from long range.
3 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Nets leading by 14. Outside, Ball. Here's Lucas. Ball with the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Tatum. 13 points in the game. White wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the 3 on the other end.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Here's Claxton. 10 points for him. Here's Ball. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Celtics trail by 16. Bounce pass Pritchard. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
White with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Outside Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. Kept alive. The kick out to Brown. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. That's 23 points for Jaylen Brown.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 27. And he gets the bucket. Ball's got 29.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Brown. 23 points in the game. Over Howard. And the rejection by Claxton. Down low and taken away by Brown. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Lucas. Deep 2 from Ball. Boston grabs the miss.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
And Vucevic gets to Brown. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Shot's good.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Free throw good from Brown.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Ball looking over the floor. A 3 ball. And he knocks it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Howard in the post. Brown's there. Howard's shot is good.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Sweet touch inside from Brown.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
That's a 2 from Paul. And Boston with the rebound. Cata's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. High post, Howard. Brown on him. Bounce pass from Paul. Here's Clowney, and it's blocked. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Walsh, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Howard. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Paul with the ball. He has 6. Fires from way outside. Offensive rebound, Nets. The Nets have had an off night from the strike tonight.
The line for the Nets. Clowney, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Hauser, and the Celtics another three.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. Peyton Pritchard out there with Brandon Boston. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
To the inside, Itadze, good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Great use of the two-man game from Chris Paul there.
Here's Tatum, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Itadze is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound. And an underrated offensive player, great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
No good on that one.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Brooklyn. 17 points was their biggest margin. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 13.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
The Nets have gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Itadze. Good, nice job down low. Itadze's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
The Nets making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And that one falls for Tatum. Nets leading by 12. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. A three from Tatum.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Clowney. And that one comes up a bit short. And here's Boston. 11-point game. Boston off target from outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Martin. That one falls. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Boston finds Hauser. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Tatum's shot is off. Nets leading by 13. To the paint. Here's Clowney. Good on the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Celtics making a change here. Vucevic just checked in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Hauser. Bangs home the trifecta. Hauser's got 29 in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Ball, the pass to Ball. Back to Ball. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Boston. Five on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Hauser. Now Pritchard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
At the line for 2, Peyton Pritchard.
2 stops. Last on the first.
That free throw good from Pritchard. Boston making some changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Tatum. And it's White in for Brandon Boston. All free throws good from Pritchard. Here's Ball. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Brown, and he comes up with the deuce. Porter's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, he's a guy you have to watch anywhere on the floor. Porter Jr. does have that mid-range ability.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Ball, the pass to Porter. Over Brown. Porter, no luck. Celtics trail by 13. Brown outside. Cash money, Brown with the train.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
Shoots from the high post. The putback, and Porter putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 12.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Ball finds Ball. Ball sets a screen for Ball. Back to Ball. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. Right wing. Here's Lucas. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Celtics trail by 11. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. Now Lucas. And Lucas slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
First free throw is good. No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it, it's just a matter of make or miss.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
At the line, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Vucevic. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Ball kicks to Porter. Launches a three. Connects again from distance.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Here's Brown. Excellent D there from Ball. Brooklyn leading by 13. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 9 points for Derek White.
Once you're inside, anything can happen. Somehow, White ate it off.
Ball with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Claxton finds Ball. Here's Porter. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Claxton against Vucevic. Back to Brown. That 3 off the mark. He's feeling it. The kick out to Ball. Claxton a screen on White. Oh, Claxton in position. Stolen by Tatum. He lobs it up. Oh, Tatum flies in to finish it off.
Yeah, nice lob there, and what a leap by Tatum. You just have to admire that kind of thing.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Celtics faithful, your Celtics Entertainment.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Ball. Takes it inside. The putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Here's Tatum. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Ball against Brown. From 15 feet away. No good. Celtics trail by 13. Oh, softly lays it in.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
White against Ball. Now Porter. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And so Boston again turning it over.
Brooklyn ball.
Nets leading by 11. Ball into the lane. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
No looking back. Ball knows once he starts moving, he's got to go all the way.
Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Porter, the 3 goes down.
Well, not a guy you can just let take a corner 3. Porter Jr. will knock those down.
Puts the move on. Inside, Tatum finds the deuce.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Nets leading by 11. Swiped it away. Now Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed. Tatum. And Tatum slams it home.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
And here is Lucas. Now Claxton. Got it to go.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMelo Ball.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Ball fires. A three-pointer. Good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And the rejection by Claxton. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.